Turning now to Local 5 politics, the first of the week of Iowa's 2023 legislative session has already come to a close. While a flurry of new legislation was introduced this week, Local 5's Mary Sugden joins us with a look at two bills already stirring debate.
Larissa, House File 8 and House File 9 both deal with sexual orientation and gender identity in schools. And while supporters believe these measures give more power to parents, those against say they're concerned the harm that may come to young people if they're made law.
House File 8 would make it illegal for schools to teach about sexual orientation or gender identity from kindergarten through third grade. Iowa House Republicans and other supporters say the measure is meant to give the power to parents when it comes to deciding how and when to introduce LGBTQ topics to their kids.
This is going to remove the very few tools that educators have in their toolbox to address bullying on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. If you can't name it, you can't address it properly.
Keenan Crow with One Iowa believes this legislation could also be confusing for how instructors teach existing curriculums.
But everyone has both a sexual orientation and a gender identity, right? It's not just trans people, it's not just gay people. And so if folks want to be able to say that George Washington was a man and was married to Martha Washington, we've just prevented people from doing that.
Next up, House File 9. It prohibits schools from recognizing or affirming a student's preferred gender identity without written consent from their parents. Republican sponsors say this empowers parents to have these conversations with their children, allowing them, not schools, to decide the best way forward.
But we all know that that's not going to be the case for every child out there. There will be instances where it's going to put them at risk for verbal abuse within the home, for being kicked out of the home, and it's probably honestly going to result in suicides.
This bill would also make it illegal for a school district to keep secret a student's gender identity or any intention to transition from their own parents. Opponents believe the bill would lead to school staff outing some of these young people.
And it doesn't exempt school counselors, which are on school staff, and that's going to force them to violate both the trust of that student and their professional code of ethics and being forced to disclose things to parents.
Now, these measures were introduced Wednesday and both assigned to the House Education Subcommittee, which means that the next step will be subcommittee meetings where the public will be invited to voice their support and opposition. Those meetings have not yet been scheduled. Larissa.
Thank you, Mary.